I like my tea really strong, but with milk. I'm Michael Dore. I'm a singing teacher here at Trinity Laban on the BA Music Theatre course. I always call myself a singer stroke vocal coach. So my timetable is a combination of singing, which can be concerts, it can also be studio sessions, recording sessions. That's the main sort of part of my singing career. I do cabarets as well, I do my own cabarets. But also I teach privately as well as teaching at Trinity Laban. That's very hard. That's very hard because there have been so many of them. I always say, every time I go on stage, you're singing in front of thousands of people. It's the sort of career highlight every time, really. I suppose the Royal Albert Hall was a career highlight the first time that I performed there. I performed there many times with different orchestras as the soloist. And that was something as a child I always wanted the place I wanted to perform. I love musical theatre because you can get into a character and you can become that person within a musical. And the students love that because I think they like to escape. And often it's the case if you're shy. I'm not shy. But a lot of students can be shy in a sort of personal situation, but in musical theatre, you just put the clothes on and you perform as that person, so you become somebody else. So it enables people to be much more characterful and show a different side to their personality. A lot of my teaching is based on work that I did with a wonderful teacher called Helena Chanel, and her approach is basically through the vowels, getting the vowels right at the different pitches of the voice. So a lot of my teaching is based on what I learned from her. That's my main technical thing. My approach to singing is basically to take the effort out of the singing. I think one of the most important things about the programme is that students are enabled to find their own materials. So we don't spoon feed them and say, right, learn this song this week, learn that song next week. They're given ideas and then they go away and they do the research. And it actually works really well because they have to turn up having found out about a particular subject and found the material for that subject. So actually they learn a lot of repertoire and they listen. They have to listen to musicals to find the relevant songs that are appropriate for them. Have a desire to do it, have a desire to be on stage. Listen, know what you like, listen to recordings, go and see performances when you can, and just think about whether that is really what you want to do, because there's a lot of competition. You have to have a real desire inside to be able to do it. I think the most important thing when students are graduating is to keep their options open. Not to say, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. Some people say, well, I'm never going to do a cruise ship. But I would suggest that people don't have that attitude because you never know what something is going to lead to. I also think that you should keep your options open in terms of where your career may go, because not everybody is going to be starring in the West End every year for the rest of their career. You should be able to take on everything for the experience of it. I just relate it to my own career. I always kept my options open, and I did anything to help me develop as a performer.